pitcher Brandon Sprott. The Packers interview Bears defensive backs coach Al Harris for the defensive coordinator position in Green Bay, according to ESPN. Harris is a former Packers defensive back and Packers Hall of Famer. We are taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. We are seeing some of those delays on I-94 right near American Family Field. Seems to be a little worse heading eastbound. You're going to be on your brakes all the way back to about the Zoo interchange. Other than that, though, no major incidents, no major delays. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. But first things first, we are under an extreme cold warning starting at midnight until 1 p.m. Friday for all of southeastern Wisconsin. Overnight tonight, the temperatures are going to be rapidly falling. We'll see a slight chance of flurries, gusty with patchy blowing snow, a low of negative 13 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, windy, and very cold, high of negative 5 with a wind chill of negative 45 to negative 30. Saturday, mostly sunny, still very cold, high of 8 degrees. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow, high of 13. Monday, mostly sunny and cold, high of 11. Right now, in Green Bay, it's 5. In Madison, it's 6. In Waukesha, it's 9. And in Milwaukee, we are at 12 degrees. I am Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 6:07.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Thank you for listening to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. 2 fun hours for film lovers, despite the freezing temperatures. But I'm here to help you decide what to stream to stay cozy and entertained during the cold weather with discussions about today's Academy Award nominations. And I'm excited to bring you Wisconsin connections to the Oscars this year and in the past. And one Oscar Award winner from Wisconsin who has 2 statues for his musical talent so far. He is celebrating his birthday today. Get an update on Nicolay grad and Oscar winner Justin Hurwitz and the sounds he is creating now. And his Academy Award-winning song from 2017 will be the song you need to hear. I'll let you guess. You probably, if you know Justin Hurwitz, you know what song it is. And I will share the buzz on snubs and surprises from today's Oscars nominations. And in the 7 o'clock hour, you'll get educated opinions and insights from my guest at 7:05. Milwaukee Films' Robin Ehrlich joins me in the WTMJ studio for her reactions and with a list of films that screened at the Milwaukee Film Festival last year that are now nominated for an Oscar. And at 7:35, Milwaukee native, Marquette graduate with a career working in visual effects at Industrial Light and Magic, Beth D'Amato will call in from California. And Beth D'Amato is a voting member of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. She worked on the original Avatar movie that won 3 Academy Awards in 2009 for Best Visual Effects, Best Art Direction, and Best Cinematography. So she has really been in that world. So I'm very excited to chat with her about her opinions on today's nominations. You may have heard my conversation with Beth D'Amato last month about her connection to Song Sung Blue, the movie with Hugh Jackman, because, and Kate Hudson. Catch up on the podcast because it is wild to hear her experience watching Song Sung Blue because actor Jim Belushi plays her dad, Tom D'Amato, in the film. Tom D'Amato was the co-manager of Lightning and Thunder, Mike and Claire Sardina at the time, truly. So she had a window to that world for sure. And our December interview, it's a lot of fun, full of Beth's Milwaukee memories of her dad and being around Lightning and Thunder themselves. And also, she was backstage with Eddie Vedder at that legendary Pearl Jam show that Lightning and Thunder performed at. And at the end of our last chat, I asked her, based on the reaction of people she knows in the movie business and her experience watching Song Sung Blue itself, and at that time, in mid-November, Kate Hudson had just been nominated for a Golden Globe Award when we talked. I asked Beth, do you think Kate Hudson could get an Academy Award nomination for her portrayal of Claire Sardina?
Personally, I would love to see Kate get a nomination. I would love to see Hugh get a nomination, but I feel like this is Kate's and Claire's story in a lot of ways. Even though it's a huge Mike story as well, there's something about Claire's journey that Kate just captured. And she captured Milwaukee in all of it. Her accent is perfect. I feel like she embodies Claire in a way that just warmed my heart. And to see her go through everything she goes through, I would love to see a nomination.
I bet D'Amato's instinct was right. Kate Hudson is nominated in the category Actress in a Leading Role. So you'll hear more from Beth when she calls in. 7:35 is when I expect her to call in and chat more nominations. But Kate Hudson, Song Sung Blue, she's now officially a 2-time Oscar nominee. She got her first Oscar nomination roll all the way back to Almost Famous. She was nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and that was 25 years ago. So interesting that she's so musically talented and that she's in these music-themed films that are getting her closer to that statuette. And I got to tell you, I hope she wears some sort of spectacular blue gown. She wore a silver gown at the Golden Globes, and I was disappointed. I'm like, lean all the way in. I love a theme, you know. Who is Kate Hudson's competition for Actress in a Leading Role for the Academy Awards? Jessie Buckley in Hamnet, which very powerful performance. She plays a very earthy and relatable, but a mom who goes through some real challenges and has to deal with William Shakespeare as the dad. Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. She also plays a mom with a harrowing story. She won a Golden Globe Award for that role. Sentimental Value is the Norwegian film. Renata Resinva is nominated. And also rounding out the nominees for Actress in a Leading Role, Emma Stone in Begonia. She shaved her head for that role. We'll see if maybe she wins. Maybe she'll shave her head again on stage. These are the things that get people to watch the Academy Awards, don't you think? Conan O'Brien will be back hosting the Academy Awards March 15th, a Sunday night. So we will enjoy more Oscars conversation, learn the other nominees with Wisconsin connections, and celebrate past Wisconsin winners, because I think you might be surprised just how many talented folks have earned one of those golden statuettes. Next, what's new on streaming to watch in addition to these nominated films on a freezing Friday, tomorrow or over the weekend? Find out what's new on streaming on the Weekend Trend next on What's on Tap.
The Menards 15% off bag sale is here. Whether you pack it, load it, stuff it, or stack it, if it fits in the bag, you save 15%. Need new tools? Updating your bath or faucet? Or simply want some snacks? Put them in the bag and save 15%. So pick up a bag in-store at Menards and find out how much you can fit in the bag. Now through January 24th. See store for complete details.
Save big money at Menards.
Academic Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 255368.
Don't settle for a flimsy bank pre-approval. Get the pre-approval listing agents and sellers recognized as better than the rest. The rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval from Accunet. Get yours by clicking on the blue button at accunet.com.
Whoa, hey, what are these?
Dude, Screamin' Sicilian Loaded Breadsticks. They are available in cheesy garlic or pepperoni. They're seriously not messing around. These bad boys bake right in their own tray and come fully loaded.
Okay, these are insane. Hey, is this dinner?
Nope, just the warm-up. Find Screamin' Sicilian Loaded Breadsticks in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian Loaded Breadsticks. Fully loaded, bring the flavor.
Truth Nation, mark your calendars for Friday, February 20th, as we will be hosting our second annual Truth Community Awards, hosted by the legendary Home Blow and Bailey Cope. Tickets are on sale now. Visit 1017truthawards.com to learn more. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks, Gruber, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall. Come celebrate with us on Friday, February 20th at the Truth Community Awards from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Do not miss out on the best community awards event of the year.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
I'm Sandy Maxx. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And if you're doing some last-minute errands before it gets sub-zero tomorrow, it is going to be dangerously cold. And I know one of my errands after What's on Tap is I've got to stop by, get some creamer, trying to think of other things that I'm going to want tomorrow and I'm going to not want to have to go outside to get. So I wish you smooth erranding, and also do all those things. Make sure your phone is charged. I'm a big fan of throwing in some old blankets or even some old towels in the back seat in case you get stranded and the car doesn't behave the way you want it to. It keeps you warm, or you can help somebody else stay warm if they're stranded. Just some of those simple tips to you might wish you had, as my mom would say. And on Thursday mornings, I get to visit with Vince Vitrano and Eric Bilstead of Wisconsin's Morning News Weekly, a special feature to help you make the most of your Wisconsin weekend once we get past the deep freeze. This morning, I was with Vince Vitrano and WTMJ reporter Neil Doyle. Give a listen.
The weekend.
The best part of the week is almost here.
The weekend. Weekend? This weekend.
This is the Weekend Trend with Sandy Maxx.
Weekend.
The Weekend Trend is presented by Three Pillars Senior Living Communities.
Let's go.
Sandy Maxx in the house.
How are you?
I'm cold already.
I know you're chilly.
Which is great. I love in the primer that you sent on over. Let's lead with the category you call stay in and stream, because there's going to be a lot of that.
You know, I love to get us out and about. There's so much to offer in southeastern Wisconsin and beyond. But I'm thinking Friday.
Like, let's just be realistic here, right?
Yeah. Maybe get out on Saturday when it warms up a skosh.
Yeah.
Or Sunday to adventure out. But if you're going to stay in and stream, the newest things to stream, the list is Steel, The Beauty, Finding Her Edge, Cosmic Princess Kaguya, and Skyscraper Live. Steel is a thriller. Remember Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Okay.
Redhead. She is in a thriller. She plays an ordinary office worker at a pension fund company, and then all of a sudden she's in the middle of some huge theft to the tune of billions of dollars.
That she didn't do.
No,
right,
no.
But
Can
she
you imagine?
just
So it's
finds herself in the middle.
Yeah, I was like, I got nothing to do with this. I just want to leave the building. Can I just swipe my card and leave? So they were smart. On Prime Video, they dropped all 6 episodes. You can watch it now. So it's binge ready. So if you want to cuddle up on the couch and watch an entire series while it's sub-zero outside, you can do that. The Beauty, it looks, you've probably seen the promos for it. It looks a lot like The Substance. I mean, a lot. Okay. And it has Demi Moore's ex-husband, Ashton Kutcher, in it. And it
I like that's how he's known. Demi Moore's ex.
Well, because
Ashton
she
Kutcher.
was, it was huge.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, Academy Award nominations came out this year, and she was all over The Substance in the award season last year. Ryan Murphy, same guy who does the Monsters series, Ed Gein now, and the Menendez brothers, he is doing this, but it's not true crime, a deadly new virus tied to a beauty-enhancing treatment, which sucks us all in. But, you know, the lethal cost is there, and there are cameos from celebrities. FX and Hulu is where you can see the first 3 episodes, and then they're going to release weekly after that. Getting you in the mood for the Olympics, Finding Her Edge starts on Netflix today. It's a sports teen drama about competitive figure skating and
cool.
The drama that can ensue
Indeed.
from that. And, you know, I've got K-pop Demon Hunters in my head, so I feel like animation and anime style is big now. So Cosmic Princess Kaguya, ! Is on Netflix starting today. It's just fun to say, isn't it?
What's the Skyscraper Live thing?
Wow. Did you see the documentary Free Solo? It's about this hands-free rock climber named Alex Honnold. The documentary is mind-blowing.
Okay.
Like he scales, you know, this huge mountain. Well, this time it's the same climber, Alex Honnold, but he's climbing a skyscraper in Taipei. But again, hands-free, no harnesses.
What's he got? Magic boots? Or like,
exactly, but he does this, and you want to talk about adrenaline and just truly on the edge of your seat. That is on Netflix. It's a live event, Skyscraper Live, tomorrow night at 7.
See, I'm glad you suggested, not only because it's going to be bitterly cold, but I finished Stranger Things and I need a new show.
Yeah, you do.
I need something to watch.
Which one are you going to choose?
I think Steel kind of sounds interesting to me.
Yeah. And I'm a goal person, so I'm like, I can get it all done.
Right.
In 6 hours.
Episodes, it's easy, yeah.
An unfortunate front end to museum days, but the good news is it runs right for a little bit past this weekend.
All the way through February 1st.
Great.
About 30 different museums all around southeastern Wisconsin, from Sheboygan to Racine to Waukesha, and of course also in Milwaukee. And whether it's a free museum already, like the Haggerty Museum of Art, they have special exhibitions. Some Betty Brinn Children's Museum, always a fun place to go. So those museums where maybe you've been meaning to go, this is great. They have discounts and deals, and visitmilwaukee.org has a great interactive map, so you can choose and see where you can go, maybe hit 3 freebies at once. Harley-Davidson Museum's on there, the Groman Museum on MSC's campus.
Yep.
Linden Sculpture Garden, which I think don't go on Friday, might be a little nippy. But, you know, so those deals go through February 1st. And if you really want to dream about lake life and get your head out of winter, last weekend of the Milwaukee Boat Show at the Wisconsin State Fair Park Expo Center. And on stage, historic men you can see. Hamilton I know you stayed up late last night.
I did, super late, but worth it. Great show. Really interesting production. This one has evolved a little bit, so there are nuances that are different if you've seen it before that you may like or you want to talk about. So that's interesting. And our guy, you talked with Tyler yesterday, right?
Yes, Tyler Fauntleroy, who plays Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, he was fantastic. Really enjoyed him.
Good. A joy. He has a strong Shakespearean performance background. So I just think it's fascinating that he can master all of those words. And that's his forte. So that's at the Marcus Performing Arts Center through February 1st. And speaking of other historic men, opening this weekend is Amadeus at Skylight Music Theater, which should be fantastic. A chamber orchestra accompanying that, the epic story of the envious Salieri, who's really the star of it. And Matt Daniels, who you normally see as Scrooge, is Salieri in Amadeus.
He's fantastic.
Speaking of historic things on stage, the historic story of the Lehman Brothers is at the Milwaukee Rep. And Vince, you saw that as well.
3 hours, 40 minutes with 2 intermissions, but you will get through it. Like, it's deeply engaging.
Yeah, a marathon.
So don't avoid it because you think it's too long. Like, that's not a reason not to go.
That's a raving review from a man who gets up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, really, really well done.
And more history on stage in a fun way. Wisconsin history with the Fisherman's Daughters at the Stackner Cabaret. Local singer-songwriter Katie Dahl wrote all about 2 spinster sisters who were estranged but get together to try to protect their homestead from the creation of Peninsula State Park in Door County.
Last thing for you as you're on your way out to your festivals. I don't know, kind of tough to say whether all these things are a green light.
Schnee days.
Yeah, Schnee. That's German for snow.
Perfect. Is a go. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Unfortunately, Elkhart Lake, right?
Jamboree in Waukesha, they have canceled pretty much everything tomorrow. They're postponing their ice sculpting, but they do have the glow skate tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's
indoors
inside, right?
at the ice arena.
Right.
It's indoors. And West Allis, they have chosen very well Winter Week this week to celebrate.
It is indeed.
They are planning Snowed In at the library tonight from 6 to 8 at the West Allis Public Library, and pub trivia tomorrow at Ope Brewing.
Sandy Maxx with the Weekend Trend, host of What's on Tap here on WTMJ. Thank you.
Highlights from the Weekend Trend segment I do Thursday mornings on Wisconsin's Morning News to get you as much information about enjoying your life, your weekend, and Wisconsin as possible. And tomorrow is a day to stay tucked in if you can. Oscar nominations announced today means you have more options to consider for quality viewing at home and at the cinema over the weekend once we get past the sub-zero stretch of the next 24 hours or so. We are keeping an eye on it in the WTMJ newsroom to make sure you are updated with weather and traffic and closings, WTMJ.com. So we are your resource. We are keeping you safe while also keeping you entertained on What's on Tap. Who has a Wisconsin connection to root for at the Oscars other than Kate Hudson? Find out next on What's on Tap.
2026 Brewers Group tickets are on sale now, and planning your next event at American Family Field has never been easier. Whether it's a company outing, family reunion, or night out with friends, bring your group of 15 or more to the ballpark and enjoy up to 25% off single game tickets with no service fees. All Brewers home games are available now. Start planning today, and a Brewers Group ticket rep will handle the rest. But hurry, tickets are moving fast. Plan your 2026 outing at brewers.com/groups.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only inside the arena at the Waukesha County Fairgrounds. Millions of inventory must be sold. Prices are slashed up to 60% off retail, so save thousands. Save big on new hot tubs, spas, and saunas. Also cold tubs. Plus, see the Michael Phelps Signature Swim Spas by Master Spas.
Hi, I'm Michael Phelps. Join the swimming revolution.
The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show this weekend only inside the arena at the Waukesha County Fairgrounds. Visit 800spasale.com.
Who doesn't need a seasonal wardrobe update? But who has the cash to always keep their wardrobe updated? Ladies, that's why you shop St. Vincent de Paul. Our women's clothing is always a highlight of our stores, and thrift store prices keep the costs low. It allows you to experiment and also find a hidden gem. St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
No matter how many many people are in your family, buying new jackets for the cold weather months can be expensive. But when you shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, prices on cold weather jackets will give you a sigh of relief because thrift store prices mean great deals. And right now we have a great selection. Find great deals on cold weather jackets for the family at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it. St. Vincent de Paul.
Hey, John Mercure here for Mend Studios. You deserve to feel better. You deserve to feel healthy. You deserve to feel great about yourself. Mend Studios has a long-term wellness as the goal. That's how they're going to do it. That's how they're going to take care of you. I know and trust the therapists at Mend Studio. They customize every single treatment, and they've got multiple locations. They're in Mequon and Brookfield, both convenient, both easy to get to. Start at the website, mendstudio.com. I never feel better than I do after a session at Mend. Mendstudio.com.
Hey, this is WTMJ Steve Scaffidi. Have you listened to WTMJ Outdoors yet? Well, what are you waiting for? Every Saturday at 2 right here on 620 WTMJ. Stories of the outdoors in Wisconsin and beyond as we celebrate everything and recreation. We celebrate the best of Wisconsin outdoors, from hunting to fishing, rock climbing, ATVs, everything outdoors. The best of Wisconsin on WTMJ Outdoors.
It's WTMJ Outdoors, presented by Outdoor Living Unlimited. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. This is some creepy music. This is the music from the movie Weapons, and it's a horror movie about a small town. 17 children vanish mysteriously one night, all from the same third grade class, and then what happens from there? Well, what happens from there is Aunt Gladys somehow gets involved. I get easily spooked. I have not seen Weapons yet, but now I feel like I have to because we have a Wisconsin connection. Amy Madigan, the actress, this is her second nomination from the Academy Awards for, now she's nominated for Best Supporting Actress. Her first time was 1986 for a movie called Twice in a Lifetime, but now as this creepy villain in Weapons, she has been nominated again, which is exciting. She's been acting for over 40 years. She's married to actor Ed Harris, and her Wisconsin connection, she went to Marquette University. She has a degree in philosophy from Marquette, and what a time to be her. She keeps getting surprised by these nominations because Aunt Gladys is really this redheaded, big glasses, creepy character that she must have fun leaning all the way into, and has basically stolen the show from Weapons. She got a Golden Globes nomination that she did not win, but she got a Critics' Choice Award nomination, and she did. Listen to how excited and surprised she was for her acceptance speech.
I mean, I really wasn't expecting all of this because I thought people would like the movie. And I thought people would dig Gladys, but you love Gladys. I mean, it's crazy.
And she looks great. She's like in an embroidered jacket, and she looks very, very non-Gladys, which is part of acting. But boy, good for her. I mean, so somebody to root for is Amy Madigan, actress in a supporting role, who she's up against Elle Fanning in Sentimental Value. Also, Inga Ibsdottir Lilleas in Sentimental Value. That's the Norwegian film. So maybe they'll split the vote. Amy Madigan in Weapons, then from the movie Sinners, Wunmi Mosaku, and One Battle After Another, Tiana Taylor, who's been getting a lot of buzz. So we'll see, but Amy Madigan, she might be on a roll. Maybe she can do it. So fun to watch her. And speaking of Marquette, you're going to hear from a Marquette University alum who created some of the visual effects of the Oscar-winning original Avatar film. She's now working on the Spider-Man Noir series. Beth D'Amato is going to check in and give her reactions to the Oscar nominations at 7:35 here on What's on Tap. Next, though, I'll get you caught up on the big Oscar nominations. I'll give you all 10 of the nominated films. Again, here to help you figure out what you want to stream during this very cold weather. But also the snubs, the surprises. Ooh. Stay with me to learn more. And next, we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is Elizabeth Lintonen.
Thanks, Sandy. One person is being treated at the hospital after a 3-car crash involving an ambulance in Racine. Police responded around 9:45 a.m. this morning near Douglas Avenue and High Street. A Bell ambulance along with 2 other cars were involved. One person was taken to the hospital as a precautionary measure. The cause of the crash is under investigation. A bill that would give residents the final say on vehicle registration fees has taken a step forward in Madison. It would require Wisconsin municipalities to get voter approval through a referendum for new or existing wheel taxes. Currently, 53 cities and 14 counties have wheel taxes in place. The bill passed the Wisconsin State Senate on a mostly party lines vote. It now heads to the state assembly. And an armed man is on the run after no one was found inside a submerged car in a Madison lake. Rescue teams responded to Brittingham Park on Madison's south side just after 6 a.m. this morning. Tire tracks showed the SUV approximately 125 yards offshore and fully submerged under the water and ice in Monona Bay. Divers searched the car for victims but didn't find anyone. Madison police say the car was involved in an armed carjacking outside Unity Point Health Meritor Hospital just minutes before. The suspect, 55-year-old Derek Newton, is considered armed and dangerous. We are taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ time saver traffic. At the moment, we are still seeing those delays on I-94, most likely due to the construction at American Family Field. And again, they are a little worse if you're heading eastbound than if you're heading westbound. You're going to be on your brakes from about the Zoo interchange to a little past the stadium. Other than that, though, no major incidents and no major delays. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast, but first things first, we are in an extreme cold warning. That's going to start at midnight tonight and go until at least 1 p.m. tomorrow for all of southeastern Wisconsin. Overnight tonight, we have rapidly falling temperatures, a slight chance of flurries, gusty with patchy blowing snow, low of -13. It's going to be nasty. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, windy, dangerous cold, high of -5 with a wind chill of -45 to -30 degrees. Saturday, mostly sunny, but still very cold, high of 8. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow, high of 13. Monday, mostly sunny, cold, high of 11. Right now, in Green Bay, it's 5. In Waukesha, it's 9. And in Milwaukee, we are at 11 degrees outside. I'm Elizabeth Linton, and Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 6:32.
When you want the best medical attention, you don't just go to anybody, you go to a specialist. The same should be true with your car or truck. I'm Deb Cruz, president of the Auto Dealers Association of Mega Milwaukee. When your vehicle needs service, take it to a specialist, an Adam member new car dealer. Adam dealers use factory warranty parts, the latest diagnostic equipment, and certified manufacturer technicians specially trained on the advanced technology on your vehicle. They have all the latest manufacturer's service bulletins and will know if your issue is covered by an existing warranty or if there are any recalls. And despite what you might assume, their prices are as low or even lower than the independent shops, even on routine maintenance and tires. Now, knowing all that, why would you even consider going anywhere other than an Adam member dealer?
For great paying job opportunities, visit adam.com. That's ADAMM.com.
Day after day, year after year, the heavy lifting, the repetitive motion, and now your body feels it. Your back, your knees, your quality of life.
At Access Legal, we stand up for people worn down by work.
Workers' comp is our sole focus, and our team has recovered more than $35 million for Wisconsin workers. From sudden accidents to pain that builds over years of hard work, we're dedicated to fighting for the benefits you're entitled to. If you've been worn down by work, contact Access Legal for a risk-free consultation.
Search AXIS Legal today.
If you're going to put some of your hard-earned profits into advertising, you better do it right, because we know you don't want to waste a dime. If you want ad success, it's not just knowing what to say, it's knowing how to say it. Telling isn't selling, and a message that doesn't sell will waste your money. With thousands of ads of experience, we know what to say and how to say it to get you better results. Go to Anderson-Smith.com's Our Work page to listen and see why we're the guys smart advertisers call to make their ad dollars work harder. We found that whatever kind of ad you decide to run, if it doesn't sell, it's a bad ad. One thing we're pretty good at is digging deep to find what truly sets our clients apart from their competition. And we're always surprised at what we find and have often asked, well, why haven't you been telling the public that? There are things about your business that you aren't telling enough people, and certainly not often enough. We'll fix that. Go to Anderson-Smith.com and hit the Contact Us button. because we help small business advertisers get better results.
There are so many super cool places in Wisconsin, so much exciting stuff that you can do with your family. Hey, WTMJ's John Merck here. I've got a great place where you can check it all out. It is Experience Wisconsin, Saturdays at 1 right here on 620 WTMJ. On this week's show, oh yeah, we head up north. It's beautiful there during the winter. It is Rhinelander. Then we head a little bit southwest to Beloit. So many things to do in Beloit. Let us get you started on your 2026 journey. It's Experience Wisconsin, Saturdays at 1 on WTMJ.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
And none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from
That is a song from Wicked for Good. You will not be hearing that at the Academy Awards. I'm Sandy Maxx, giving you a rundown on who did get nominated, but also on the snubs and the surprises. But before we get to the Wisconsin connections and the accurate list of nominations, Wicked, snubbed, all capital letters, shut out, all categories, nothing. A major surprise considering the first film got 10 nominations and Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande completely snubbed. Costumes, production, none of it. I am wounded that Downton Abbey, the grand finale, got nothing for costumes, hair and makeup, nothing. I was hoping for a little something, but that's pales in comparison to Wicked. And in the studio with me is WTMJ's Elizabeth Linton. And so you also were shocked by not seeing Wicked for Good anything in this morning's nominations?
I am shocked and I am very angry about this take. I cannot hear me out.
Okay.
Right? I understand if you don't want to put it in Best Picture because you feel like there were films that did a better job and Wicked's been, again, 10 nominations last year. I understand not putting it in Best Picture, okay? And as I wouldn't agree with this choice, but I would even understand if you didn't want to put it in one of those main categories as Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress, or you wanted to snub the main actors in it because you don't want to, whatever, you feel like you want to give someone else a chance. I even get that. I disagree with that because I think both Ariana and Cynthia did an incredible job, if not better than the first film in terms of their acting performances, because I think that the themes and the emotions in the second half of Wicked are much more complex, and so
I would say they're more mature
and they're darker. So there's a lot more layers, right? But nothing, no production value. She's green. Nothing for the costumes. Cynthia Erivo is a green. She's green the whole film. Okay?
And you say for costume design, I was compelled by every single dress that Glinda is wearing.
Purposeful. I mean, if you look, it's spoiler alert, I'm a big Wicked fan, right? But if you pay attention to
Elizabeth,
the care that they take in Cynthia's hair being differently braided from the first film to the second to show her evolution as a character, or the outfits are very specifically chosen to show what the characters have been through.
Yeah.
The Tin Man and the Scarecrow CGI makeup. I just remembered that. Nothing in hair, nothing in makeup, nothing in production value, nothing in sets. You're kidding. That feels fake to me, and I am I cannot believe. Again, you don't want to put them in the main categories because you want to give someone else a shot. I'm here for that, and I understand.
Does this mean you will not watch the Oscars on March 15th?
I don't know. Okay, Sandy, because I'm curious, and you know me. I love my pop culture, but can I support this? Can I support this lack of Wicked representation in the categories?
As shocked as you are that Wicked got no nominations, how about Sinners, breaking a record with 16 nominations, including Best Picture, Director, Actor with Michael B. Jordan, Supporting Actor with Delroy Lindo, and Supporting Actress with Wunmi Mosaku.
I am actually all for. I think Sinners was a fantastic film, and I think Sinners was a very fresh film, a very a fresh take on some things we've seen before. I thought it was a very well done film. So I'm not mad about Sinners. I'm just mad about the lack of Wicked.
So let me just round out the Best Picture nominees and get your opinion, and then I'll let you go back into the WTMJ newsroom. But when I just mentioned that Wicked had gotten snubbed,
you mentioned the word Oscars, and I was like, hey.
She was pounding the desk, so I was like, oh, we have a conversation here. Best Picture nominees, for everyone to bring you up to speed, there are 10 films again this year. Begonia, which is the movie with Emma Stone and another what is that director's name? But it's the same one who did Yorgos Lanthimos, the same collaboration with Poor Things. That is Begonia, F1, surprised me. Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme with Timothée Chalamet, One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio, Sentimental Value, the Norwegian film that's been getting all sorts of critical acclaim, Sinners, The Secret Agent, and Train Dreams. Those are your 10 Best Picture nominees. And how many of those have you seen? Sinners?
I've seen probably a little over half of those. I don't remember exactly which.
Yeah, but it
like,
helps you make it.
I've seen more. I would say that this year I've actually seen more of those than I usually have at this point for the Oscars. I feel like the Oscars come out and like half of them, I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
One Battle After Another got 13 nominations, right behind Sinners for Best Picture, Director.
I really liked One Battle After Another. 13 and Wicked got nothing. I just feel like we don't need to snub a film just because it's like a really popular, like over the top musical. It was still, there's a lot of depth there. But like One Battle After Another was incredible. I do think it was a really good, I really quite enjoyed that film.
I feel like you used the word popular on purpose.
Yeah, I did. Thank you so much for noticing.
Rooting for Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue.
Well, obviously.
There you go.
I'm a Milwaukee born and raised gal, Sandy. I gotta root for the hometown.
And you know who else you need to root for? I just mentioned it.
Who?
From Weapons, Amy Madigan. She has a degree in philosophy from Marquette University.
Weapons is one of the scariest. I saw that with my boyfriend, and we thought we were gonna see like a thriller, and Weapons is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, but I liked it because I don't really love horror movies, but I especially don't love when they have no plot. I don't like just like gore or jump scares just for the sake of gore or jump scares. I like a horror movie if there's... Thanks, Isaac.
Yeah, this is the music too. But yeah, this is a real original story about 17 children disappearing in one night.
And the ending is awesome.
Okay,
it's really cool.
I'm going to stop you right there. No spoilers.
It's a great movie. I actually did like Weapons in terms of horror movies.
Tell me your summary of Aunt Gladys and Amy Madigan's performance in like one word.
Scary Chapel Roan. Like terrifying, over-the-top woman in drag. That's what it
Scary Chapel Road. I like that. I think that's very
If I'm being
accurate.
honest.
I dig it. She's WTMJ's Elizabeth Linton, and thank you. Thanks for sharing your
Sandy,
opinion.
thank you so much for having me.
And for being on top of pop culture. I enjoy chatting with you. And Wisconsin has been connected to Oscar-worthy projects over the years. You might be surprised by some of the Oscar winners and nominees with Wisconsin connections recently and in the past. Some pride points, maybe just some good trivia to know, including an Oscar-winning birthday boy who went to Nicolet High School. Fun facts coming up next on What's on Tap.
This winter, treat yourself or someone you love to a getaway right here in Milwaukee. Milwaukee Hotel Month is coming with up to 25% off stays from January 14th through February 28th. From cozy boutique hideaways to modern downtown favorites, you'll find the perfect place for any kind of getaway. Enjoy world-class theater, inspiring museums, and award-winning dining, all paired with a warm, welcoming place to unwind after a full day of exploring the Brew City. Check in, chill out, and make winter feel a world away at visitmilwaukee.org/hotel month.
Classic feeling. Your home is failing. Windows are old, roof looks horrible, siding is distressed. Even your front door fights you on everything. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and I will be on the Fix It Show this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. 1 hour where you get to call in and ask about your failing home and how the professionals at Siding Unlimited can help you. Can't wait until Saturday? Bring your pictures to our Siding Unlimited showroom and let's chat. Start your home updating journey with Siding Unlimited at sidingunlimited.com.
Some pizza places have changed their tune about using real mozzarella cheese, but not Marty's. We use only 100% real mozzarella cheese, and we wouldn't have it any other way, because quality matters. Oh, you can taste the difference. With 100% real mozzarella, there's elasticity. And even when it's cold, it's still delicious. Marty's Pizza, nothing but 100% fresh ingredients, and nothing but 100% real mozzarella cheese. We're easy to find at martyspizza.net.
Marty's Pizza. Do you remember when times were good? Well, they're good again. It's as good today as it was in the past. It doesn't get any better than that. Remember Marty's Pizza.
She's been putting off knee surgery for years, and she had a trip coming up to Ireland, and she knew she was going to be walking a lot more than she had become accustomed to. So she finally took a chance and called for an appointment. And you know, it ended up helping her. She was able to do the walking and sightseeing pain-free. It led to an enjoyable trip, and I think we're going to be able to help her live a better life going forward. One that won't let pain stand in her way any longer. This is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and these are the kind of real-life stories I love to hear. Pain can take so much away from us, and when we can alleviate that kind of pain, it makes our purpose here at Rejuvenex that much more fulfilling. Don't let pain stand in your way any longer. Every day is precious. Take that next step. Schedule your appointment at Rejuvenex and start living your life again.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Take a look at our Google reviews to learn more.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Pretty music from La La Land. Remember that movie? Justin Hurwitz, Nicolet High School grad, celebrating his birthday today. Just happens to be the same day that the Oscar Awards nominations came out, and Justin Hurwitz has 2. Yeah, for La La Land, for Best Original Score for the film and Best Original Song, City of Stars. And gosh, he's composed for a lot of other films, including First Man and Babylon. And if you're wondering what Academy Award winner Justin Hurwitz is up to now, well, he's celebrating his birthday somewhere today. I'd like to think in London, because last night he now conducts music, film music in concert, because another movie that he composed the music for, which is an incredible, intense movie, is Whiplash. So he goes around the world and around the country conducting musicians performing these film scores. And like I said, he was just in London last night, but he's also touring not only with Whiplash, but also with La La Land. So continuing to create. I don't know if he's got anything bubbling up for another film score, but I now have him on my list. I'm like, I got to really connect with him. It would be fun to be able to talk with him before the Academy Awards on March 15th. So yet another cool Wisconsin connection to the Academy Awards. And we'll be talking about the Academy Awards tonight in Wisconsin Connections. Kate Hudson, not a Wisconsinner, but if you see her in Song Sung Blues, she sounds like she is. Kate Hudson, nominated for Best Lead Actress for her portrayal of real-life Milwaukeean Claire Sardina, of Mike and Claire Sardina, Lightning and Thunder. So there's a Wisconsin connection to this year's nominees, and also Amy Madigan in Weapons as Aunt Gladys, Best Supporting Actress. You know who else has won an Oscar? Let's roll back. Let's go back to black and white films. Orson Welles, Kenosha Man, won the only Oscar that Citizen Kane won. When you think about what an influential classic film that Citizen Kane is, the only Oscar that it won was for original screenplay, and that was Orson Welles. Spencer Tracy, another epic Hollywood name, that, you know, chiseled jaw, leading man, kind of gruff everyman, born in Milwaukee, and he won Best Actor, Captains Courageous, at the 10th Academy Awards in 1938. We are now at the 98th Academy Awards. So film has been a beautiful art form for, gosh, 100 years going now. But it's just so fun to roll back to that. Frederick March is another name you might recognize. He was born in Racine, went to UW-Madison. He won 2 Oscars. He won Best Actor for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde at the 5th Academy Awards, and he also won Best Actor in 1947 at the 19th Academy Awards for a movie called The Best Years of Our Lives. And more modern, John Ridley, Milwaukee-born, been my guest a few times on What's on Tap, a truly decent man, and continues to inspire creativity right here in his hometown. He is an incredible screenplay writer and continues to direct and make films, and he won the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay for 12 Years a Slave. And I remember the movie Cocoon? In the 80s, Don Amici, born in Kenosha and went to Marquette and University of Wisconsin. He won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in the movie Cocoon. So those are some of your Wisconsin-connected Oscar winners. And we were just talking about 2-time Oscar winner Justin Hurwitz. Lived in Milwaukee, went to Nicolet High School before going to Harvard and then to Hollywood. He created the Academy Award-winning music for the film La La Land and won Best Original Score and Best Original Song. A La La Land song is the song you need to hear next on What's on Tap.
Brewers mini ticket plans for the 2026 season are available now with 6-game, 12-game, and build your own plan options. You can pick or build the best plan for your schedule, whether you're gearing up for tailgates under the sun, the thrill of the home runs, or the eruptions of walk-off wins. Brewers mini plans have you covered for the 2026 season with specially discounted ticket rates and more exclusive perks in each plan. Check out all the mini plan options available for 2026 now at brewers.com/ticket plans.
Sun, 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 fun, 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 sun, sun, sun.
Boaters, this is your show, the Milwaukee Boat Show at State Fair Park. Over 300 boats, family runabouts, ski and surf boats, luxury pontoons, more Lake Michigan boats than ever. Tierra, Beneteau, Pursuit, Cruisers, Sea Ray, Boston Whaler, and more. Get that boat and get that deal. See the all-new bumper boats for kids. Second weekend only. Check MilwaukeeBoatShow.com January 16th through 25th.
Before you go looking for an area rug that you'll have to settle for because you think that the one you really want will be out of your budget, come to Design Exchange, where you'll find a formidable selection of Oriental, Persian, and other wool area rug choices at 25 to 70% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
If you're trying to find really good, high-end, distinctive furniture, the kind they just don't make anymore, then come to Design Exchange. But you better get here quickly, because the best furniture we take in on consignment doesn't usually last long. It may be vintage, it may have once been out of your range, but now you'll find it's priced right. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value.
Design Exchange.
A buck doesn't buy much unless you're spending it at Griffin. For just $1 over cost, you can buy brand new tires from us. This is Jim Griffin. Any major brand, $1 over our cost with free tire repair and lifetime rotation. We'll even show you the invoice to prove it. Our only requirements, we put them on for you. Buy one or the whole set. The dollar deal from Griffin. Milwaukee and Waukesha. Griffin. The buck stops here, but the deals on tires don't. That's Griffin.
Not combinable with other tire offers. If you missed this,
the president said earlier today, anything less than us controlling Greenland would be unacceptable. We will acquire Greenland one way or the other. My question, as a guy who has access to these sort of decisions, is do you agree with the president?
Or this.
Can you tell me, how are they being killed? Is this local police? Is this the equivalent of the federal government?
Catch up on the Wisconsin's Afternoon News podcast at WTMJ.com, presented by Dave Drakamp Heating.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
We've been having fun with Wisconsin connections to the Academy Awards and the Academy Awards nominations that came out today. And we have something to be proud of here in Milwaukee. Two-time Oscar winner Justin Hurwitz lived right here in Milwaukee, attended Nicolet High School, and went to Harvard, then Hollywood. He created the Academy Award-winning music for the film La La Land. He got 2 of those gold statuettes, one for Best Original Score and one for Best Original Song. And this is the song that called City of Stars. And I thought the Hollywood remix makes sense since we're talking about Hollywood. The song you need to hear, City of Stars, Hollywood remix, composed and created by Justin Hurwitz on What's on Tap.
City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, there's so much that I can't see. Who knows? I felt it from the first embrace I shared with you.
That now our dreams may finally come true. City of stars, just one thing everybody wants. Yes, all we're looking for is love from someone else. A rush, a glance, a touch, a glance. Look in somebody's eyes to light up the skies, to open the world and send it reeling. A voice that says I'll be here and you'll be alright. I don't care if I know just where I will go, 'cause all that I need is this crazy feeling, a rat-tat-tat on my heart. City of stars, just one thing everybody wants. There in the bars and through the smokescreen of the crowded restaurants. Oh, love. Yes, all we're looking for is love from someone else. A glance, a dance. Look in somebody's eyes to light up the sky, to open the world and send it feeling. A voice that says I'll be here and you'll be alright. I don't care if I know just where I will go, 'cause all that I need is this crazy feeling, a rat-tat-tat on my heart.
City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, you've never shined so brightly.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
4 years. That's enough time to earn a college degree, to serve a full term as a president, to train for something big and become someone new.
You bet, and get 0% interest for 4 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, so you can invest in your home and in life's biggest moments. With exclusive features and customizations, Pella offers the highest quality products at a price you can afford.
Aim high when setting your New Year's resolution and imagine what you can do in 4 years when you finance your home project with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Recently, a seller that unfortunately ended up choosing another agent called me. She said she made a mistake, and what she was expressing to me sounded like she kind of was bullied into signing with him. Is it typical? Not always, but it will never happen when you hire a Century 21 Benefit Realty agent. I want our agents to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'd want to work with me. Not because they're good at saying what you want to hear or offer the lowest commission, but because of trust. Because if you're not feeling that from your agent, that's a problem. And I don't want that. At 1.9% on the listing side of your sale with our commission capped at $19,000, Century 21 Benefit Realty leads with a very fair and transparent commission structure with maximum marketing that can get your home sold fast and for the best price. And saving money matters, but working with someone who'll tell you exactly what you need to know up front, that creates trust. And that matters too. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
With the help of Less's Glass, you can have the shower you've always wanted. Heavy glass shower enclosures from Less's Glass are installed by the best in the business. And when you have a showroom to visit with over a dozen glass shower enclosures on display, there's no guessing games. See the ultimate in frameless shower design with doors mounted on smooth as silk, stainless steel barn-style rollers. This design combines the beauty and elegance of heavy glass with a minimalist look to create an ideal shower enclosure for tight spaces. Premium shower doors and custom-designed all-glass enclosures. When you work with Less's Glass, you're working with a company that really can do it all. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
Start your Milwaukee weight loss program now to lose weight fast. 20 to 30 pounds. How about a month or two? Call for your free weight loss consultation. 262-449-1180. That's 262-449-1180. Or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Your trusted and relevant source for news, sports, traffic, and weather. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it's 11 degrees. A Fleet Farm storm team alert and extreme cold warning goes into effect starting at midnight until 1 p.m. Friday afternoon for all of southeast Wisconsin. Tonight, temperatures fall rapidly with a slight chance for flurries, gusty with patchy blowing snow, a low of 13 below zero, and the wind chill between 25 and 35 below zero. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Jessica Gatso. If you're heading outside for any reason over the next couple of days, covering up bare skin is just one thing to be mindful of.
Brutally cold weather can also negatively affect your breathing.
When you breathe in, that dryness can irritate the sensitive lining of our lungs.
Dr. Ben Weston from the Medical College of Wisconsin. The cold air is dry. Your lungs have to work harder to warm and humidify cold air before it reaches the lower respiratory tract.
And while your lungs are working harder, your heart is working harder too. That cold raises your blood pressure. It puts additional strain on your heart, and this can be particularly problematic for people with heart disease.
Greg Matzik, WTMJ News.
As Minnesota has become the center of immigration raids for weeks, the latest case has local advocates outraged. Attorneys and school officials say a 5-year-old coming home from preschool was taken by federal agents along with his father. ABC's Matt Rivers.
School officials say 5-year-old Liam, wearing his blue hat and backpack, and his father, Adrian Alexander Conejo Arias, had just pulled into their suburban Minneapolis driveway Tuesday when agents took that father into custody. The school then saying an agent essentially used the 5-year-old as bait, directing him to see if anyone else was home before taking the boy away. The district saying Liam is among 4 students recently detained. But DHS telling a different story, saying ICE did not target a child, claiming Liam's father is an undocumented immigrant and fled on foot, abandoning his son in the driveway.
The family's attorney has said the boy and his father came to the U.S. in 2024 from Ecuador to seek asylum. One person is being treated at the hospital after a 3-car crash involving an ambulance in Racine. Police responded around 9:45 this morning near Douglas Avenue and High Street. A Bell ambulance along with 2 other cars were involved. One person was taken to the hospital as a precautionary measure. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Wisconsin Eye could be a step closer towards coming back on the air.
The Public Affairs Network has been offline since mid-December due to a lack of funding. But a bill unveiled Thursday would finance Wisconsin Eye through interest on a $10 million trust fund made of dollars previously earmarked for the service, provided they could match that money on their own. Assembly Speaker Robin Voss adding,
"Our intention is to also sign a short-term contract with Wisconsin Eye to broadcast our February floor period."
The bill would require some fundraising from Wisconsin Eye. A GoFundMe started this month has raised nearly $50,000 to support the service. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Governor Tony Evers is touting a new $65 million state-funded child care program.
Get Kids Ready provides direct payments to our child care providers to help get 4-year-olds ready for school, and providers can now apply to get enrolled for the 2026 school year at no cost.
Evers says the program will help lower child care costs for Wisconsin families. Funding was approved in the most recent state budget. Legislative Democrats are also proposing a new bill to address the ongoing child care workforce shortage. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 7:04.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. Happy New Year. Hopefully you enjoyed the holidays and spent time relaxing. Now it's tax time. I know, it's not the most wonderful time of the year, wondering if you are getting a refund or money to the IRS or to the state, waiting for all the forms to come and wondering what is deductible. Control the situation instead of letting it control you. Let us help you understand all the new tax laws, how they affect you, and how to take advantage of them. Last year, we helped Janet and Norm go from owing $43,000 to getting a $500 refund. We can help you too. The first meeting is free. Call now, 414-325-2040, or visit nealgroup.net. You earned it. We help you keep it. That's 414-325-2040 or nealgroup.net.
Who doesn't need a seasonal wardrobe update? But who has the cash to always keep their wardrobe updated? Ladies, that's why you shop St. Vincent de Paul. Our women's clothing is always a highlight of our stores, and thrift store prices keep the costs low. It allows you to experiment and also find a hidden gem. St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
No matter how many people are in your family, buying new jackets for the cold weather months can be expensive. But when you shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, prices on cold weather jackets will give you a sigh of relief because thrift store prices mean great deals. And right now we have a great selection. Find great deals on cold weather jackets for the family at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The Bucks are 18-25 after last night's 20-point loss to the Thunder. Giannis is starting to feel it.
We're not playing hard. Not playing hard. We're not doing the right thing. We're not playing to win. We're not playing together. Our chemistry's not there. Guys are being selfish. Guys are trying to look for their own shots instead of looking for the right shot for the team.
The Brewers trade two-time All-Star Freddie Peralta and pitcher Tobias Myers to the Mets in exchange for two of their top prospects, infielder-outfielder Jet Williams and right-handed pitcher Brandon Sprout. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Mostly clear on the roads right now, just a couple of disabled vehicles to watch out for. One was on 94 East at Mitchell Boulevard. That's now over on the left shoulder. Still just a bit of a delay on 70th Street heading east. Time for the WTMJ forecast. A Fleet Farm storm team alert and extreme cold warning goes into effect starting at 5 below zero. The wind chill between 30 and 45 below zero. Saturday, mostly sunny, but still very cold with a high of 8 and the wind chill between 10 and 25 below zero. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a slight chance for snow, a high of 13. Right now in Madison, it's 3 degrees. In Green Bay, also 3. In Waukesha, it's 8. And in Milwaukee, it's 11 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Welcome to this second hour of What's on Tap that is going to spotlight Wisconsin connections and angles to the Academy Awards nominations that came out today. We will talk about the things that don't have Wisconsin connections, but I love finding the local angles to some of the biggest stories in pop culture. And at 7:35, Milwaukee native, Marquette graduate, and she works at Industrial Light and Magic in visual effects. Beth D'Amato is going to call in from California, and Beth's other connection to things in Song Sung Blue, the movie about lightning and thunder. Her dad in real life was Lightning and Thunder's co-manager, so Jim Belushi plays her dad in the movie. You can catch up on the podcast for that fun conversation, but I'm so interested, and she really thought that Kate Hudson could get the nomination for the Academy Awards, and turns out she was right as of today. So that starts at 7:35, but before then, I'm very excited to roll out a radio red carpet from Milwaukee Film, Robin Ehrlich-Mai. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Is this sort of like a Christmas, like when you kind of open presents and find out what the biggest awards for excellence are in the film industry?
It kind of is. I know a lot of friends and colleagues of mine were waking up early so that they could hear the announcement live this morning. And it is. I know last night I was kind of falling asleep waiting for thinking about, oh my gosh, tomorrow we're going to find out.
Cinema Santa is coming.
Yes, exactly.
So let's talk about Song Sung Blue for a second. What the last time I saw you was the blue carpet event with Hugh Jackman
and Craig Brewer.
Yes, and what a glorious event.
I'm still kind of coming down from that. That was crazy.
Well, because it wasn't just Hugh Jackman and the filmmaker Craig Brewer being there, but also Claire Sardina and her whole family. Like, it was the family and friends screening, bringing this community together to celebrate their love story that I still think a whole lot of us are still kind of cocking our head and going, okay, I saw them at the Wisconsin State Fair. I would have never thought that this Neil Diamond interpreter duo would be the subject of this enjoyable drama.
Oscar-nominated film now. Yes, that's crazy.
Well, not the film. Just Kate Hudson. Because I was saying, and I make that very clear because I was just talking with WTMJ's Elizabeth Lintonen. I am afraid to call my friend theater critic and Oz historian Ryan J. Now that we know Wicked for Good snubbed in every single category.
Every category. That's shocking.
Even production design. Just what an amazing cinematic accomplishment that got 10 nominations for the first film last year.
I know.
And just nothing.
And a lot at the Golden Globes this year.
Yes.
And even some, I think maybe someone at the SAG Awards, perhaps, Ariana Grande. Yeah, so
she keeps
it
getting
was
nominated.
a shocking twist this morning.
Dun, dun, dun. What other shocking twists for you for Best Picture in particular?
Oh, Best Picture. Well, I was happy that Sentimental Value was getting some attention this year, and it got quite a bit of attention because it was shut out completely at the SAG Awards. So I was starting to get nervous that it wasn't going to get any attention at the Oscars. I was sad that Sorry Baby didn't get any nominations this year. I don't know if you saw that one.
No, I'm not familiar.
Oh
Tell
my
us what
gosh.
Sorry Baby is.
It is a directorial debut from this amazing filmmaker who actually stars in the film and wrote the film. Their name is Eva Victor. If you watch the Golden Globes, Julia Roberts actually on stage while presenting Best Picture shouted out the film and said that Eva Victor was her hero. And so I was hoping that would give it the final push at the Academy Awards.
I remember that. Okay.
It's like a slice of life film. It's funny but sad and real, and it just follows a graduate student who goes through a trauma and how they move on afterwards.
So Sorry Baby is the one to look up to stream.
Yeah,
to see that got snubbed.
It got snubbed.
Sinners. Would you have ever thought that it would break records by getting 16 nominations? I mean, that means more than Titanic, than Avatar, than these other blockbuster films that you think of immediately.
That was great news to wake up to this morning.
Big Sinners fan?
I'm a big Sinners fan. I saw it 3 times in theaters. Once at the Oriental Theater because we were showing it on 70 millimeter film, which was just spectacular. But I was really happy. You know, folks that weren't really getting recognition at other awards shows, like Delroy Lindo, who was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for Sinners. That was a huge surprise that I was really excited about.
And you think about how long he's been around with Get Shorty and a lot of Spike Lee films. So that is fun to see him get recognized. Rolling through the 10 Best Picture nominees.
Let's.
I'm just going to ask you, respond with deserving or not deserving.
Ooh, okay. There's only one I haven't seen, so I'll tell you when you
Okay. Begonia.
Loved. Deserving.
F1.
That's the one I haven't seen.
Okay.
I'm not a big race car gal.
It was a surprise to me. It's the Brad Pitt film. And
Did you
I
see
hadn't
it?
seen Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet,
okay.
but
I've heard
I
the
will now.
sound is really phenomenal in that film.
Frankenstein.
I did not love. I love Guillermo del Toro, but it felt a little obvious for me from him, is maybe my hot take. Sorry, Guillermo.
Hamnet.
Oh, I have a kind of a hot take here, too. I thought the book was better.
But that's not unusual when it comes to books and adapted films.
The book has like more of a supernatural element of the story that I thought was missing from the film. However, Jessie Buckley's performance in Hamnet is guttural. It is one of the best performances I've seen in a long
as a
time.
devoted mother, yes, that is a word that I would use as well for Hamnet. And they introduce her character as kind of being a forest nymph witch who retreats to the forest to get her energy up and has a hawking, the falconer type glove. And so yeah, I think I could see where
beautiful.
that was missing, that supernatural
I just love
part.
the book more.
Marty Supreme.
I love Benny Safdie is the Safdie who did that one, right? I get them mixed up. I think it was Benny in that one, and Josh did Smashing Machine. Marty Supreme.
Josh is Marty Supreme.
Oh, I got him mixed up. Josh is Marty Supreme. Okay. I love the Safdie brothers is what I'm getting at. So it's not quite up there with Uncut Gems for me. I like Uncut Gems a little bit more, but I had a great time is hard because it was really stressful. It's a really stressful movie, but I love ping pong, so deserved. Deserved.
One battle after another, deserving or not?
So deserving.
13 nominations.
Yeah.
Including Best Picture. Well, that's what we're talking about, but director Leonardo DiCaprio, 2 supporting actors, Benicio del Toro and Sean Penn, and supporting actress Tiana Taylor. But that was one of the snubs. Everybody thought Chase Infinity, who plays
I'm a little sad.
Leo's daughter.
Our Chicago legend. She went to college in Chicago. Love her. She'll be back. I think we'll see her again.
And I got to tell you, between the two of them, I am a little puzzled why Benicio del Toro is nominated for supporting actor when Sean Penn is compelling.
It's because of that line about the few small beers. It's truly just because of that line, and I'm not mad about it.
I know what you're talking about. Okay. And that's not a big spoiler, but I hear what you're saying. Okay. The rest of the films, deserving or not deserving, and then we'll circle back and talk about some of the cool movies that are nominated that people who went to the Milwaukee Film Festival saw.
Yes.
Sentimental value, deserving or not deserving?
Deserving. I don't think I've wept that intensely in a theater in a very long time. I was like dramatically weeping during that movie.
Wow. Sinners, You Say Yes. And then the last two, I think, are going to be movie titles that a lot of people are familiar with. The Secret Agent, all about Brazil.
I haven't seen that one either.
Okay.
We showed it at the Downer for like 5 days, and I was out of town. But my husband saw it, and he was freaking out when it won 2 Golden Globes. It won Best International Feature and Best Actor. I think it was Best Actor in a drama because Timothy Chalamet won in a comedy.
They split up those categories.
My husband was truly jumping up and down in circles. He was so excited. So
all right, so the Secret Agent
says deserved.
Okay, I'll take that as a vicarious deserved. And then Train Dreams.
I thought that was a very moving, it made my heart ache film. It's on Netflix. It's really beautiful.
About a logger in the Pacific Northwest. And
William H. Macy has like one of the best supporting performances of the year in that film, I think.
I really like Joel Edgerton, who stars in it. But I didn't know William H. Macy's in it. So deserving or not deserving for Train Dreams?
Sure, deserving.
So just a couple of hot takes there. She is Robin Ehrlich Mai from Milwaukee Film. So she knows her educated opinions and has done her good research without even knowing you were going to see 9 of the 10 nominees. Well done. And so next, though, we're going to find out what films screened at this past year's Milwaukee Film Festival that are nominated. More Wisconsin connections to the Academy Awards. Next on What's on Tap.
Marty's Pizza in Delafield has expanded its delivery zone. Yep, we're sending our heated oven delivery trucks out farther than ever and expanding our footprint. Check out martyspizza.net to find out if you're covered, and we'll send out one of our fleet ASAP to get you great pizza, subs, salads, or our Italian entrees. And for parties of 50 or more, heck, we'll deliver almost anywhere. Just give us a call, and we'll see how we can make it happen for your large group gathering.
Pizza. Do you remember when times were good? Well, they're good again. It's as good today as it was in the past. It doesn't get any better than that. Remember, Marty's Pizza.
Are you worried about running out of money in retirement? Wondering about how to pay less taxes? Join me, Tony Drake, for the Retirement Ready Show, live every Saturday at noon and Sunday at 7 a.m. on WTMJ 620 or 103.3 FM. We'll talk about smart strategies to help you retire with confidence. Don't miss it.
Drake & Associates LLC is an independent investment advisory firm that offers a variety of different investment vehicles. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only and should not be construed as individual investment advice. Drake & Associates LLC does not provide legal or tax advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.
Tune in to Wisconsin's Midday News with Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty.
Milwaukee Public School leaders are redefining the role of student resource officers. The MPS Committee on Legislation, Rules, and Policies voted unanimously to draft a policy limiting SROs to criminal matters only within the schools.
Bringing you the latest in news, sports, traffic, and weather.
So a phrase that is legit
and it's serious. Extreme Cold Watch.
Every weekday from noon until 3 p.m. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Hooray for Hollywood.
The Academy Awards have been announced this morning. Something to look forward to leading up to March 15th when Conan O'Brien hosts the Academy Awards on March 15th. Circle your Sunday night. And by the way, it's also Selection Sunday. A lot of things going on that Sunday. And joining me in the WTMJ studio from Milwaukee Film is Robin Ehrlich-Mai. Huge film fan, and you are part of the massive team and dedicated, knowledgeable team that puts together the Milwaukee Film Festival every year. And there were some titles that were announced today that were screened at the Milwaukee Film Festival last April.
Yes. Yeah, we were super excited about that this morning. In addition to like all of the other excitement around Oscar nominations, we immediately noticed that, first, our audience award winner for Best Short Film at this year's Milwaukee Film Festival, Jane Austen's period drama, is nominated for Best Live Action Short Film alongside another one of the shorts that we showed, the live action shorts we showed called Singers. And then also an animated short film that we showed this year at the 2025 Milwaukee Film Festival, Retirement Plan, also is nominated. So 3 shorts that you may have seen at the 2025 Milwaukee Film Festival.
And is that a credit to the committee or the curator of our documentaries for the Milwaukee Film Festival who has that eye?
I think so. So our shorts programmer, Jack Faria, who may have been on the show before. I'm not sure. If not, I'll get them on.
I was just going to say, they'll be in. We need to know more about these.
Yes, Jack is phenomenal, and he spends the whole year watching so many shorts. Sometimes he'll message me and be like, hey, I don't know what to think about this short. Can you watch it just for a second opinion? And he curates these incredible programs that are like 5 to 8 short films that all kind of are a little bit cohesive, go together.
With a different theme, like date night.
There's one at this last year's Dialogues Documentary Festival that was called Silver Linings, and it was all about like folks like 60 plus and like what their adventures they get up to. It was a great program, one of the best I've seen in a long time. So and there's always animated shorts programs and live action. It's great.
The one thing, though, is we get excited to hear this and we take pride that, hey, these were screened at the Milwaukee Film Festival. These are not just kind of pet films. These are really thoughtfully curated so we can experience them. But then how do we see them again? You know, we can sniff around and look for them online.
Yeah, sometimes shorts aren't as accessible because they're like password protected on a Vimeo account somewhere. But you're in luck. We will be screening all of the Oscar shorts. I believe they open on February 20th. At the Oriental Theater, we have different programs so you can see all of the Oscar-nominated live action shorts, all of the Oscar-nominated documentary shorts, and Oscar-nominated animated shorts. So we've got you covered.
That's a great service. That really is.
Yeah, because there's some that we still haven't seen either. So I want to go see them. Maybe I'll see you all at the theater.
Yeah, and to see them on the big screen too.
Yes.
You know, a short film doesn't have to just be small.
On a laptop. Yeah, no. It will. We want to see them the way they were meant to be seen, for sure.
Indeed. And you're screening some other films that have been nominated.
Yes. So we're still screening a couple. Like Marty Supreme is open at the Downer right now. I think Hamnet's still showing at the Downer right now. Arco, which is nominated for Best Animated Film, opens on January 30th. And Surat, which was nominated for Best International Feature, will open in early March. So we've still got some more coming if you haven't seen them all.
We're going to find out next what surprised Robin this morning with the announcements from your educated point of view. We talked about the best film. We talked about Kate Hudson being nominated for lead actress. Want to know some of your other educated opinions to help people as they're kind of trying to choose what they want to see.
Yeah.
As the Oscars arrive. So stay with us here on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
We see you out there coming up with original ideas, which is why you shop at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Because you know that when a spark of inspiration hits, we'll have the brands and supplies you need at prices that'll help make it happen. like 20-piece gear wrench ratcheting wrench sets, $64.99, $135 off select Milwaukee 3-tool combo kits, and Southwire extension cords 10% off, 15% off for rewards members. Find the value you need to bring your ideas to life. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Kick off the new year with a smarter home and bigger savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows to lock in the warmth, durable roofing, eye-catching siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Start the year off right and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our New Year savings event. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. This deal won't last all winter. Exterior Pros and Baths. New year, new home, done right.
It's a robber, and if you ignore it, it will just keep taking and taking. I know how pain can consume you. It steals the fun out of life. It steals your energy. And it's just a dark cloud over a lot of people's lives, even on the sunniest of days. But your joint pain does not have to rob you of your life or your happiness. Because at Rejuvenex, we can alleviate your pain, and that can rejuvenate your life. In a world where big box healthcare has driven pain treatment costs through the roof, and has made it look like joint replacements are your only option, Rejuvenex has kept pain treatment affordable for almost anyone. And for most with insurance, including Medicare and Medicaid, we've seen pain treatment paid for by insurance with zero out-of-pocket cost to our patients. This is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas. Don't let pain rob you. Take action today so we can help make your joint pain go away.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Call today, and there's a good chance we'll see you tomorrow.
Start the new year off on a healthier note by taking active liver supplements from New Nordic every day. Available online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com or at your local CVS, ShopRite, Meijer Grocery, or Wegmans.
Find furniture for life from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
What's on Tap is sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world-class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. I'm Sandy Maxx in the studio with Milwaukee Film's Robin Ehrlich-Meyer. And I have to think, Robin, that song is probably going to win for Best Original Song at the Oscars, considering Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters has been a sensation.
It's just that good. It's just so good. It's been stuck in my head since I watched the film like 6 months ago.
Oh, there's six times.
No, I've only seen it once, and that's how good the song is that I can't get it out of my head.
So what are some other, we talked about Best Picture, we've talked about some of the short films that were screened at Milwaukee Film and some of the screenings that you have planned so people can catch up on these nominees. What are some other categories that caught your eye this morning since you are so in the Milwaukee Film world?
I've been paying attention, and I will say, as great as I thought Jessie Buckley was in Hamnet, and I won't be mad if she wins, I kind of hope it goes to Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I thought that she gives like a one-of-a-kind generational performance in that film. It's really moving and heartbreaking.
I really like her as an actress, not just because she was in Bridesmaids, but I saw her originally in a TV show on FX 10 years ago called Damages. She was great in this series.
Okay,
and
I need
then,
to watch.
Yeah, and then I started to see her. I was like, I didn't know that she wasn't American at first. You know, she's just one of these really versatile actresses who can be funny, who can be very serious. And when I saw that, like, I hadn't even heard of this film, and then she won the Golden Globe Award. And I'm very interested to hear that she plays this mother with a harrowing journey.
Yes. So I had heard about this film because I love Conan O'Brien, and I knew he was going to be in it. And so I begged our programming team. I was like, I don't care if we can only get it for a couple days. Can we please get this film so I can see it specifically? And it worked. So we got it for truly, I think, like a weekend. And so sometimes begging pays off. And I canceled all my plans. I went to the theater, and I'm really glad I did. I saw actually that and Hamnet in the same night, so that was maybe a bad idea.
Well, and I feel like there's a theme so far in films that I've seen between that and One Battle After Another. There are a lot of themes about parents.
Parenthood, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a rich subject matter.
True. The drama's baked right in there.
Yeah. Yes, true. And comedy. It's kind of got it all. Yeah.
That's a good thing. Thank you so much for joining me. She is Robin
thank you.
Ehrlich-Meyer from Milwaukee Film, and We'll keep rotating some other experts in here from Milwaukee Film to get, because I really appreciate your educated view. And then let's remind everybody when the Milwaukee Film Festival is coming up.
Oh, yay. I'm happy to tell everyone. It is April 16th through 30th. 2026. We'll see you there.
Excellent. Thank you, and stay warm. Thanks so much for visiting.
You.
And where will you be watching the Oscars?
From my apartment, warm.
Yeah, and so you can hear everything too.
Yeah, so I can talk and give my takes during the show.
Very good. I wish you a happy Oscars, and I'll see you before then.
Thank you.
And right now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is Jessica Gatso.
Thanks, Sandy. Residents were evacuated this afternoon from a Milwaukee apartment building due to lack of heat and water. The Department of Neighborhood Services ordered the evacuation near 28th and Wisconsin Avenue. The building is owned by Barada Properties, who has been ordered to fix the heating and water supply systems. An armed man is on the run after no one was found inside a submerged car in a Madison lake. Rescue teams responded to Brittingham Park on Madison's south side just after 6 a.m. this morning. Tire tracks showed the SUV about 125 yards offshore, submerged fully under the water and ice in Monona Bay. Divers searched the car for victims, but they did not find anyone. Madison police say the car was involved in an armed carjacking outside Unity Point Health Meriter Hospital just minutes before. The suspect, 55-year-old Derek Newton, is considered armed and dangerous. A bill that would give residents the final say on vehicle registration fees has taken a step forward in Madison. It would require Wisconsin municipalities to get voter approval through a referendum for new or existing wheel taxes. Currently, 53 cities and 14 counties have wheel taxes in place. The bill passed the Wisconsin Senate on a mostly party lines vote. It now heads to the state assembly. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Look out for a crash on Blue Mound Road. Looks like all lanes are blocked heading westbound on Blue Mound. That's at Glenview Avenue. Again, all westbound lanes are closed. Time for the WTMJ forecast. A Fleet Farm storm team alert. An extreme cold warning starts at midnight, and that goes until 1 p.m. Friday afternoon for all of southeast Wisconsin. Tonight, temperatures fall rapidly. A slight chance for flurries and gusty with patchy blowing snow. A low of 13 below zero, and the wind chill between 25 and 35 below zero. Friday, mostly sunny, windy, and still dangerously cold. A high of 5 below zero. Wind chill between 30 and 45 below. Saturday, mostly sunny, but still very cold with a high of 8 and the wind chill between 10 and 25 below zero. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a slight chance for snow, a high of 13. Right now in Madison, it's 2 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 3. In Waukesha, 7. And in Milwaukee, it's 10 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:33.
The 6th annual Hales Corners Hometown Boat Show is on now at MW Marine. Check out the newest fishing boats from Lund, Vexus, and Ranger, all powered by Mercury Outboards. Grab a gorgeous 2026 model or save big on remaining 2025 Mercury-powered boats with substantial rebates. Demand is high, so get to MW Marine today. Free parking and free admission. Don't miss the Hometown Boat Show at MW Marine, MWMarine.com.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard, aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Recently, a seller that unfortunately ended up choosing another agent called me. She said she made a mistake, and what she was expressing to me sounded like she kind of was bullied into signing with him. Is it typical? Not always, but it will never happen when you hire a Century 21 Benefit Realty agent. I want our agents to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'd want to work with me. Not because they're good at saying what you want to hear or offer the lowest commission, but because of trust. Because if you're not feeling that from your agent, that's a problem, and I don't want that. At 1.9% on the listing side of your sale with our commission capped at $19,000, Century 21 Benefit Realty leads with a very fair and transparent commission structure with maximum marketing that can get your home sold fast and for the best price. And saving money matters, but working with someone who will tell you exactly what you need to know up front, that creates trust. And that matters too. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA, founder of the Neal Group and best-selling author on how to have less stress with the IRS. Happy New Year. Hopefully you enjoyed the holidays and spent time relaxing. Now it's tax time. I know. It's not the most wonderful time of the year, wondering if you are getting a refund or owe, waiting for all the forms to come, and wondering what is deductible. Control the situation instead of letting it control you. Let us help you understand all the new tax laws, how they affect you, and how to take advantage of them. Last year, we helped Janet and Norm go from owing $43,000 to getting a $500 refund. We can help you, too. The first meeting is free. Call now, 414-325-2040, or visit nealgroup.net. You earned it. We help you keep it. That's 414-325-2040 or nealgroup.net.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Hooray for Hollywood.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. I am Sandy Maxx, and it is fun to talk about some of the biggest news in the entertainment world, like the Academy Awards, and it's even more fun to find the Wisconsin connections to these big events. And it's been a lot of fun talking about people to root for, like Kate Hudson and Song Song Blues. And Song Song Blues all about lightning and thunder, the musical duo of Milwaukee. But it's also fun to find out who from Wisconsin is working in the Hollywood business. And I am so happy right now to welcome back to What's on Tap, Beth D'Amato, who not only is a Milwaukee gal, went to Marquette, but now works at the legendary Industrial Light and Magic. Beth, what is your job at Industrial Light and Magic?
Well, hey, first of all, thanks for having me back.
I'm glad you're with me. I was looking forward to this all day.
Yeah, thank you. Me too. My job, I'm kind of doing two jobs right now. My job is digital paint supervisor, where I am in charge of removing things that shouldn't be in a scene or reconstructing something that needs to look different. It's anywhere from removing a wire harness from an actor and reconstructing their clothing to make it look like they were never wearing it, or something really complex. I've painted actors' mouths closed because the directors decided they wanted another take, and filming had wrapped, so we just duplicated the shot, and I had to paint the mouth as though they were never speaking, but it's the muscles, it's the skin, all of that. So that's where I've made my career. And right now I'm in the process of transitioning into associate visual effects supervisor, which is a much higher level of supervision where I still get to do some of the hands-on work, but I'm overseeing more of the other disciplines and getting to interpret the director's vision for the shots, which is really, really creatively satisfying.
That's great. And talk about creatively satisfying. You are a true artist. If you're talking about replacing someone's mouth, like you said, as soon as you say that, you think of a portrait. Like you have to get the muscles right and you have to get that essence, because if the mouth is a little crooked or just not right, I feel like audiences, especially on a big screen, can see that, can sense that.
Yeah, that's the most difficult thing about what I do. What I am very often tasked with is the reality in a shot. So if I paint somebody's face and it doesn't look right, we automatically know. If I paint, a tree in a reflection in water, we know how that's supposed to look. So my job is to make something look correct. So if I do my job well, you have no idea I did anything at all. So it's when you can tell I did something where I'm like, oh no, I failed, versus, an animator, they're going to animate, Optimus Prime in a Transformers movie and they get to show it off and say right there, that's what I did. And with me, I'm like, well, let me show you a before and after because you can't see what I did in the final product. Plus, when I'm doing that kind of paint, it's on a moving image. So it really does get challenging when you think about it from a portrait perspective. Imagine if that portrait then turned and spoke and took a drink of water. And, it's painting on something like that really has been challenging for 30 years.
And then let me also explain why, to everybody who's listening, why I wanted your perspective. Go ahead. I went to your IMDb page. Go ahead and rattle off. Like you just mentioned Transformers. You worked on that film. The Revenant. Mm-hmm. Avatar, which won 3 Academy Awards for Best Visual Effects. So that's your area. What did you do for the Avatar film? Were you painting a whole lot of blue?
Our company worked on a lot of the sequences with the bad guys, the military that came in to attack the blue Na'vi. We did have a lot of Na'vi in our shots, but most of my paint work was with the actors and the vehicles and the masks that they were wearing. I think they called them breathers or something like that. It was a while ago, but I had to do a lot of work on that show involving the real people versus the Na'vi. But our animators did a lot of the blue people.
So what is the celebration like when you win for Best Visual Effects for Avatar? Because you were part of
it. Being a part of it, ILM definitely embraces, even if our work is in it, but maybe our supervisors aren't the people nominated. A visual effects house, Weta in New Zealand, were the main visual effects house on Avatar. So they brought home the Oscar, but we celebrated with them as their partner. And we have champagne toast and that kind of thing when our work gets awarded. And this year was pretty special. We were a part of every single film that's nominated. And our biggest one would be Jurassic Park. If that were to win, our folks will be the ones up on stage. The other films, we definitely had a big hand in them. So we'll celebrate and call our partners and congratulate them, but our folks won't necessarily walk across the stage.
What a pride point. So you truly have you had a hand in every one of those nominated films? And are we talking about the visual effects films?
Yeah, the visual effects films. I had a hand in the most recent Avatar.
I would say Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1.
Yep, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World Rebirth. The Lost Bus.
Yeah, Jurassic World. ILM had a hand in the others, and I didn't, but I had a hand in those 2.
Cool. And Sinners. So I've got Avatar and Jurassic World Rebirth. Got a little skin in the game there. That is exciting. So on this time on Avatar, did you get to work on villains or Na'vi?
I worked on one of the actors who wouldn't necessarily fall under villain, but he's one of the humans, definitely not Na'vi. Without giving anything away, there is a scene that involves like a medical procedure. And when you watch it, it's very much like, oh God, how did you do, how is that happening to a person? And I helped make it happen by painting something on their body.
Cool. And I believe that because in our last conversation, you told me how much work you did on The Revenant in the bear fight with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. And that was several years ago, and it's still one of the most intense things I've had to paint, and that was the bear attack. We did many other sequences in the movie. I was involved in a lot, but the bear attack was definitely a huge challenge for all of us. It was filmed as one complete shot. The whole bear attack was filmed continuous, and we broke it out into individual shots, meaning like when the camera would cut. So I might work on one shot and you would be working on the next shot, and the final frame of my shot would have to match the first frame of your shot. So if you were painting something and I was painting something, we had to have a handoff, and we did that across all of our disciplines. That alone made it technically really challenging. But then when you look at what we were doing, I mean, it was a man in a blue suit. And Leonardo is crawling all over him. The blue suit's crawling all over Leonardo. And I had to reconstruct Leonardo's clothing and skin. You know, the the real bear didn't cover where human would necessarily be, but the stand-in had to put in all the indentations and kind of fight with Leo, so he had reactions, and his body and his clothes would move as though something was moving them. But, once you place a bear on top of that, if you can imagine it like, layers of tracing paper, once you put a bear over, he's not going to line up with the man in the blue suit. So I had to remove the man in the blue suit and reconstruct the background as though he wasn't there. And that was pretty darn intense.
Meticulous artistry. Incredible. One of the reasons I wanted to talk about the film nominees is, for people who are hunkering in on cold nights, what can you watch? So now you might not feel warmer watching The Revenant, but now you can watch it knowing one of the people who made that bear wrangling and terrible fight happen. So, and what a dramatic moment that you're part of, Beth.
Oh, at the time I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I might have to find a new job. It was that hard. But let me tell you, that was one of the most rewarding too. And just to see it get nominated and know that, people who work as our peers, as our colleagues, recognized what it took to do that and get it nominated. That was pretty special. And that's how we feel every year, like watching the nominations. I get so proud with the visual effects and nominations. I'm part of the executive committee for the visual effects branch of the Academy, so I'm in the nominating meetings as well. And so I get to see the before and afters of the other companies' work. And this year was one of the most inspiring I've seen in quite some time.
That's saying something, considering your experience. And we didn't even talk about your work with Star Wars movies. So you can see now, everybody, why I wanted Beth D'Amato from Industrial Light and Magic to share a lot of what the work behind making these incredible films are, but also to get your insights and opinions on some of the nominations that happened. So stay with us here. She is Beth D'Amato from Industrial Light and Magic. I am Sandy Maxx. And stay with us on What's on Tap.
It was 1957 when the legend of the great pizza found at Marty's Pizza began. In 1982, we took the show on the road and opened up in Delafield, where we're still alive and kicking. In fact, stronger than ever. And I think it's because good people know a great value, and they definitely know great pizza. Still made today with all the recipes Marty himself created. Hey, when you want what we think is the best pizza around and one of the best values in town, remember Marty's Pizza, right off of I-94 and Highway 83 in Delafield.
Marty's Pizza. Do you remember when times were good? Well, they're good again. It's as good today as it was in the past. It doesn't get any better than that. Remember Marty's Pizza.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. We've taken a lot of really cool trips. This one may be at the very top of the list. It is September 2026, Treasures of Egypt, the Grand Egyptian Museum, the Great Pyramids, the Towering Sphinx, and a 7-night Nile River cruise on a beautiful ship, Jordan, Petra. Our hotel actually has a private beach with access to the Dead Sea. Absolutely incredible. Colette Vacations will ensure everything is taken care of. I love Colette. Send me an email. I send you the information. Beautiful brochure, including pricing and a detailed itinerary. John@WTMJ.com. You hit me up, John@WTMJ.com. I've got the details for you. Lots of history, excursions, time to relax. We'll laugh and linger and have lots of world-class food and drink as the iconic monuments of Egypt and the ancient markets come to life. JOHN@WTMJ.com. 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 Egypt this September.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. Song Sung Blue. The film itself not nominated for an Academy Award, but Kate Hudson playing Claire Sardina, Thunder of Lightning and Thunder, the Milwaukee musical duo. She did get the nomination, as my guest, Beth D'Amato, instinctively predicted. Beth from Industrial Light and Magic and a college pal from Marquette University is my guest, and we have a couple minutes. What was your reaction, Beth, when you heard that nomination today?
Oh my gosh, if you could have been here. I had a scream as though she was in the room. I was so ecstatic for her. That's all I've wanted since I saw the film back in October. I absolutely, hands down, wanted that nomination for her. I think that was sweeter than any nomination that was announced today.
I love that it gave this visceral, guttural reaction.
Absolutely. I was just so impressed with her performance through the whole, and not only is she doing her own singing, but I personally know Claire Sardina. And when the movie ended, I was like, she was Claire. She took on the accent. She took on her body movements. Everything just felt so accurate and precise and so darn good.
And she's been on a roll. She got nominated for the Critics' Choice Awards, also for the Golden Globes, and then also for the Actor Awards for SAG.
Oh, I'm so excited for her.
Yeah.
I really am. I hope the voters can toss one of those her way. But even if they don't, the nominations really do just drive home just how great she was.
And I'm so glad it was so well received because I'm still charmed that Jim Belushi plays your father, Tom D'Amato, the real-life co-manager of Lightning and Thunder, and that this movie was not just that emotional journey for you, but that it is a quality film, because it would be really easy just to be sentimental about it, you know?
Absolutely. And that's what I've been saying. Every time somebody asks me what I think about it, I'm like, I'm really not the best one to ask, because for me, it's such a sentimental experience that I wasn't sure I was evaluating it properly, but I was like, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this movie is really great. And it's been so fun to see the reaction. And so many people have been contacting me and loving that Jim did such a great job. And I just have to say, I'm so glad it's being received well. I feel the way you do. Like, it's such a sweet film, and I'm really, really happy that people are seeing it and enjoying it for what it is.
She is Beth D'Amato from Industrial Light and Magic, and when we come back, we'll find out the most surprising nomination that you heard today. Stay with us on What's on Tap.
A cancer diagnosis shouldn't mean we can't make plans. It shouldn't mean living without joy or optimism. Cancer shouldn't be calling the shots. At the Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin Cancer Network, we're pushing to put cancer in its place by pulling together teams of leading specialists and researchers who work tirelessly for breakthroughs, who are developing innovative ways to treat every cancer, to treat your cancer. And by providing the largest cancer clinical trials treatment program in eastern Wisconsin. So there are more treatment options and more reasons to be hopeful. So let's keep innovating. Let's keep discovering. Let's push to make every cancer diagnosis a story of survivorship and bring back the lightness of life that cancer takes away. To learn more about breakthrough cancer care, visit Froedtert.com/cancer.
It's time. It's time your ad dollar reached far more than you thought possible. And it's time your ad message made a dramatic impact on your bottom line. The results we brought our small business clients are significant, and there's no reason we can't bring you the same success, no matter what your ad budget is. So go to Anderson-Smith.com, hit the Contact Us button, email me, and I will call you in short order, because it is time. Anderson-Smith.com. We help small business advertisers get better results. If you're buying and creating advertising for your small business, but you're not sure how to make it work, then I want you to know we can make radio or TV advertising work for you. Both are very powerful media, and both can be affordable. And we have a laundry list of notable long-term clients who will vouch for us. So if you have an interest in increasing the chances of your small business's advertising success, go to anderson-smith.com, hit the Contact Us button, send me a quick email, and I'll call you in short order. That's anderson-smith.com. We help small business advertisers get better results.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Savoring one last chat with Beth D'Amato of Industrial Light and Magic, who's been sharing her insights and has that personal connection to Song Sung Blue, as her dad is being portrayed by Jim Belushi in Song Sung Blue. And Beth, my question for you, were you surprised by any of the Academy Award announcements today?
I was surprised by several. One that I would love to point out for visual effects, I am so glad the film The Lost Bus was nominated. I'm a fan of things that look absolutely real, and you would believe a camera went into the fire in Paradise a few years ago and just recorded the events of what happened. It's incredible to look at.
Wow. And you know what it takes to make that happen, so that's impressive. The Lost Bus, okay.
Yeah, it blew my mind. It really did. And then also, I am a fan of the film Is This Thing On with Will Arnett and Laura Dern, and I was really hoping that that would get a nomination for Best Picture, but it hasn't really made the rounds with everyone yet. So I guess not surprised, but it was something I was really rooting for. And then Chase Infinity, I thought for sure from One Battle After Another, I thought for sure she'd get nominated, and she was snubbed.
I so yes, she has
so that was
she's
a big
had
surprise.
such momentum with the other awards programs coming up. I just saw One Battle After Another, and I could see why she was nominated for those other awards. So I can see how that's a surprise. Beth D'Amato, thank you so much for your insights. May have to check back in with you because there's just so much to talk about with all of your experience. And where will you be watching the Academy Awards?
This year, I'll be watching them from home, possibly at a friend's party. If I don't throw a party myself, but yeah, I'll be watching from home. I just want to say thank you so much for having me. It's always so fun to talk to you, Sandy.
Oh, my pleasure. We'll talk again soon. Take good care and stay warm. We're sub-zero.
You too.
I know, we're sub-zero here in Wisconsin. She is Beth D'Amato from Industrial Light and Magic. Thank you so much, Beth, and thank you for listening to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Artwork, especially original artwork, can be pricey. But when you take it in on consignment from nice people like you who are just ready to change the look of their home, you can price it right. And you'll find a lot of it at Design Exchange. Beautiful frame pieces by a number of notable artists. And new ones pop in all the time.